Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In previous class, we discussed about phonetics and its definition, and also different types and classes of phonetics. Today, we are going to discuss about phonology and its definition. Here, in this slide, you can see the definition of phonology. Phonology is concerned with how a particular language organizes its sounds into distinctive units called phonemes. How the phonemes are combined into syllables, and how the rhotic features of length, stress, and pitch are organized into patterns. So, to understand in detail what this definition means, we have to explain more about this definition. For that, we can divide this definition into three parts. And first part is phonology is concerned with how a particular language organizes its sounds into distinctive units called phonemes. So, we know that phonetics is a study about every sound used by human being in every language. But phonology is a study about sounds used by a particular language, not by all language. So in this period we are only focusing to English. So we will study thus about the sounds used by English language. So English language uses 44 different types of sounds. These types or this unit of different sound is called phonemes in English language. So if you want to know more what phoneme is, we can go to phoneme and we will discuss about phoneme in next slide. Then we will discuss about the second and third part of our definition. Here you can see the definition of phoneme. So a phoneme is the smallest unit of sound. For example, in the term bat, there are three smallest unit of sound or three phonemes which are b, a, t. When we combine these three smallest unit of sound, it becomes bat. So in English language, there are 44 basic sounds or phonemes, and out of that 44 sounds, 24 sounds are consonant sound and 20 sounds are vowel sound, and we will discuss the difference between consonant sound and vowel sound in coming period. Now we know what a phoneme is. So we can go to the second part of our definition of phonology. So the second part, how the phonemes are combined into syllables. So we have to understand what syllable is. So in the coming slide, we will discuss about syllables in detail. Here in this slide, we are going to discuss about syllable. So first of all, we will discuss the definition of syllable. A syllable is a single unbroken sound of a spoken or written word. For example, the word bat. Bat is a single unbroken sound, so it is an example for syllable. But the word p, bl, kr, these are not unbroken sounds, but these are broken sounds. So this is not an example for syllable. So we have to understand the difference between broken and unbroken sound. How we will know this one is broken sound and that one is unbroken sound? For that, we have given a tip. The tip is a syllable is a unit of pronunciation having one vowel with or without consonant. So to make a syllable, you always need for a vowel sound, but you can make a syllable with consonant and without consonant. So what you need every time you make a syllable is a vowel sound, not a consonant sound. So you already know that in English language there are 5 vowel letters, and from those 5 vowel letters we can make 20 different vowel sounds. So if you want to make a syllable, you always use any one of these vowel sounds, otherwise it will never become a syllable. So here I have given you some examples to understand the meaning of syllable and the meaning of vowel sound in detail. Even though we will discuss about vowel sound and syllables in coming periods, I have given here some example. For example, the word a, which is used as an article, is a syllable because there is a vowel sound of a, and even though there is no consonant, it is a example for syllable. Another example is cat. Even though there are 2 consonants, there is a vowel sound, that's why it become a syllable. And another example is pot. It also got a vowel sound of o, then it is a syllable. And fourth example is room. Even though there you can see 2 vowel letters, 2 letters join to make a single vowel sound, so it got a vowel sound, that's why it also is a syllable. And last example for this part is blanket. There you can see 2 vowel sound, so this word blanket can be divided into 2 syllable. First syllable blank, second syllable cat. So in the word blanket there are 2 syllables. First one bland. In the bland there you can see a vowel sound after L, and also in the cat there is also a vowel sound after K. So the word blanket is an example for 2 syllable word. So here comes another question: how you will know that room is a single syllable word and blanket is a 2 syllable word? So to understand the difference between these two, you have another tip, that you just hear the word when they pronounce, and when you heard that word you just find out how many times you heard a vowel sound. So in the word room you just heard a single vowel sound of oo, so it is considered as a single syllable word. But in the second example of blanket, you can hear a vowel sound in blah and also another vowel sound in cat. So there are 2 syllables because there are 2 different vowel sounds you can hear from that word. I think you got a somewhat understanding about syllable. We will go and discuss in detail about syllable in coming class. If you have any question about this one, you can comment here in your Telegram group, and also you can contact me personally. Now we can go to the last and third part of definition of phonology, which is how the prosodic features of length, stress and pitch are organized into patterns. So in phonology we also discuss about prosodic features of length, stress and pitch. Then first one is length. So length is like a mud in Arabic language. So when we see a mud in Arabic language, we know that that word needs to be lengthened when we pronounce. So like that in our English language there are some letters. When we pronounce that letters or that sound, we have to lengthen our pronunciation. And also there are some letters which need stress. When we pronounce that letter, we have to give some stress to pronounce that letter. And there are some other letters which never need for a stress when we pronounce, like the letter R in the last part of a word mostly. And also there are some letters which need high pitch and some others which needs a low pitch when we pronounce that letters. So all these things we will discuss under the phonology. In short, in phonology we will discuss about sounds used by English language which is known as phonemes, and also we will discuss about syllables which is formed out of phonemes, and also we will discuss about prosodic features like length, pitch and stress. So inshallah in coming class we will go through all these things in detail. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.